Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher are stepping into a new era, one where they're out and about all the time, unapologetically showing the world just how in love they are. Just recently, they were spotted at the Backstreet Boys concert at the Sphere in Las Vegas, matching in white tees and black pants, dancing like no one was watching. But they weren't just grooving to the music, they were packing on the PDA, a clear reminder that their marriage is as strong as ever. And that wasn't all. On the day prior to this, August 1st, they were seen out again, this time on a more relaxed, family-oriented outing, smiling from ear to ear while shopping in Bel Air. And do you remember their recent romantic getaway to Rome? The couple, along with their 2 kids, Wyatt and Dimitri, have been making the most of their Italian getaway, hitting up all the must-see spots like the Colosseum, Trevi Fountain, and the Pantheon. And of course, they did it in style, twinning in dark pants, gray tops, and white sneakers.
I was literally like, I don't care. I need to get out of this house.
But this isn't just a vacation. Ashton is actually in Italy filming Ryan Murphy's new series, The Beauty, alongside Evan Peters, Jeremy Pope, and Anthony Ramos. And while they're enjoying a La Dolce Vita, they've also got a big milestone coming up, their 10th wedding anniversary. Mila, however, isn't making a big deal out of it. It's only 10 years, she explained. It's not really that long. I look at my parents and they've been together for 50. That's long. Well, if 10 years is just a warm-up, then most Hollywood marriages must feel like trial subscriptions. Now, while this Roman holiday seems like the perfect work-meets-family trip, some are wondering, could there be another reason behind their European escape? Because let's be real, timing is everything. Back in October, rumors swirled that Ashton and Mila were looking to put some serious distance between themselves and P. Diddy, after a source claimed they were planning to move to Europe.
Our relationship was really bizarre.
Why the sudden urge to relocate? Well, Ashton's long-standing association with Diddy has been raising eyebrows, especially after the rapper's recent legal troubles. Ashton has known Diddy since 2003, and in a 2019 Hot Ones interview, he even hinted at the wild nature of Diddy's famous parties.
They're our favorite genre of anecdote.
Oh, really?
One, yeah.
Wow, okay, I've got a lot I can't tell.
And now, in light of the latest allegations, sources say there's absolutely no way Ashton or Mila will be offering public support. In fact, Mila reportedly won't even let Ashton stay in contact with him. Adding fuel to the fire, insiders say Ashton is frustrated that his past associations keep dragging him into scandals. First, it was his That 70s Show co-star Danny Masterson. And now it's Diddy. According to an In Touch Weekly source, Ashton feels Hollywood has become a cesspool and has been seriously considering leaving it behind.
And I meant it when I said it.
Oh, really? Didn't he get the hint already during those infamous parties? But never mind. Guess some lessons take a little longer to sink in. This isn't just talk, though. Ashton and Mila already own a $17 million property in Carpinteria, California, about 90 minutes outside of LA, and they've been making some major renovations. According to Realtor.com, they're tearing down one of the buildings, sparking speculation that they could be planning a permanent move. The property offers privacy, space, and A-list neighbors like Kevin Costner and George Lucas, making it a pretty appealing escape from the Hollywood chaos. So maybe that rumored European relocation isn't happening just yet. But with everything going on, it's clear Ashton and Mila are looking for a fresh start, whether that's in Italy, Carpinteria, or somewhere even further away. And as for Kutcher's connection to Diddy, well, that certainly stirred the pot, even fueling rumors that Ashton and Mila were on the brink of divorce after Diddy's arrest. Back in 2009, Kutcher was spotted at Combs' notorious annual white party alongside his then-wife, Demi Moore. A decade later, on the show Hot Ones, Ashton spoke about his friendship with Diddy, sharing, "We became fast friends. We used to just hang out and watch football together." Amidst these swirling rumors, both Ashton and Mila were seen separately with their children in Los Angeles. Ashton took their son Dimitri to flag football practice, while Mila escorted their daughter Wyatt to a dance class. Some took these separate outings as a sign of marital discord, fueling the breakup gossip even further. However, sources close to the couple have been quick to shut down these claims. An insider labeled the rumors as absolutely ridiculous and false, emphasizing that Ashton has no involvement in any of Diddy's alleged misconduct. He doesn't belong in this conversation, the source stated firmly. Another added, Ashton has only seen Diddy at a handful of social and business events, all documented by the media. But each rumor has its truth in it, and given Mila and Kutcher's tumultuous start, it's hard to deny that something is not right. This isn't the first time the couple has faced unfounded breakup rumors. 6 years ago, a tabloid claimed they were headed for divorce. Instead of a formal denial, Ashton and Mila hilariously poked fun at the false reports on Instagram, showcasing their united front and sense of humor.
This is ridiculous. What's going on?
As Ashton and Mila are going strong, at least according to their words, the question is, do we believe them? Is this the end of Mila and Ashton, or is it just a rocky chapter in their fairy tale-like romance? We decided to rewind the clock and dive into the very beginnings of their relationship to see if that might give us some clues. If someone were to pen down the complete story of how Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher ended up one of Hollywood's it couples, it would read like the pages of a fairy tale. Once upon a time, there was a 14-year-old little girl named Mila who auditioned for the role of Jackie Burkhardt in what would become a popular late 90s sitcom, following the lives of 6 American teenagers living in the late 1970s Wisconsin. What you might not have known is that the casting directors for that 70s show were only accepting actors over the age of 18 for all lead roles, which, granted little Mila's age, presented a great obstacle. However, taking fate into her own hands, the young girl decided to act as her own fairy godmother with the help of a little white lie. I told them I was going to be 18, which, it's not technically a lie, because at one point, given all things went right, I was going to be 18. Kunis confessed in an interview more than a decade later. Though the truth did come to light, the initial lie was enough to secure the actress as part of the main cast, and there she met her Prince Charming. Ashton Kutcher, who was only 20 then, had been cast alongside Kunis in the role of Michael Kelso, who was Jackie's on-again, off-again beau during the 8-year original run of the show. So when the first on-screen kiss between Jackie and Kelso was scripted, their age difference brought on a bit of awkwardness. The truth, Kunis later admitted that at barely 15 years old, she had never been kissed before. I'm the first guy she kissed? Oh my God, I had no idea. I'm so glad I didn't know that, or it would have been too much pressure, the actor revealed. A fellow co-star explained that though the on-screen romance between the characters continued, they had completely separate lives. Mila was a kid. That was awkward for Ashton at the beginning.
I joke about it, but my husband and I were two very different people.
Yeah.
15, 20 years ago when we reconnected 8 years ago. Very different people.
So rom-com-worthy first kiss aside, Kunis started dating Home Alone child star Macaulay Culkin in 2002. There was speculation and rumors about the couple getting married during their nearly a decade-long relationship. When the couple broke up, it was announced as an amicable split and that the two stars remained friends. Opening up on a podcast later after their separation, Kunis revealed that it had in fact been a horrible breakup, painting herself as the villain when it all went down.
It's what I did and how I did it. And so when I got to be single, I was like, I just need to figure myself out. Like, I genuinely need to know why I did what I did and like regroup myself as a human.
On the other end, dude, Where's My Car star made headlines when he married ghost actress Demi Moore. The two had been dating for 2 years, and the tabloids were full of comments on the large gap between their ages, except this time Kutcher was the younger of the pair, with Moore being 15 years older. The couple was together for 6 years before Moore announced her decision to end the marriage in late 2011. Rumors about Kutcher's infidelity and other relationship struggles were rampant even before the actress filed for divorce. In her memoir, Moore goes into explicit detail of how her husband not only made fun of her alcoholism, he also attempted to justify his cheating by suggesting that her agreeing to participate in threesomes blurred the lines for him. Kutcher finally refusing to continue with the IVF treatment was the nail that sealed the coffin to their relationship.
Do you keep in touch with that cast at all?
Yeah, we all keep in touch.
Yeah. Who? Anybody more than the other?
Having gone through admittedly rough separations where they were seemingly both in the wrong, still didn't open the door to them beginning their romance.
You and Ashton hanging out, everybody thinks, oh, they're dating, but you must laugh about that.
I
you know?
do. Well, listen, I can answer. It's so, yes, it's very absurd. I've never commented on my personal life. I'm not going to start commenting on my personal life now, but when you stay, it's a friend. A friend is a friend.
It wasn't until the night of the 69th Golden Globes in January, a year later, that Kunis and Kutcher saw each other again. Returning to the fairy tale-like quality of their first meeting, Kunis remembers seeing an attractive man from across the room before realizing it was her old on-screen lover. The actors reconnected over the course of the evening, and by the end, Kutcher had issued Kunis an invitation to his upcoming housewarming in Hollywood, or maybe for her to get a chance to see their future home. Okay, let's not get ahead of ourselves because Kutcher had other plans. The night of his housewarming, the actor had apparently planned to set Kunis up with one of his friends who conveniently never made it to the party. Thinking back to the night, the star said, "I think I was smoking cigarettes at the time, and I was still a smoker. And she had quit smoking, and she was like, she wanted me to like shotgun a cigarette smoke so she could breathe it in, and I was like, all right." Happily adding, "And I started doing this. And gradually through the night, it got closer and closer and closer. It was kind of obvious that things were happening. And yes, we can all guess what happened next." The couple shared their first real off-screen kiss. The pair promised to keep it casual, but ultimately, as we all know, they end up falling in love. They both showed signs that they had matured past their previous mistakes from their old relationships. It wasn't much of a surprise when they welcomed their baby girl just a year before they decided to tie the knot.
Boy! Oh, you got married! They got married, everybody! Oh my God! Oh my God! Mr. and Mrs. Kutcher!
With the arrival of their second child, Mila and Ashton family seemed like an ideal Hollywood family. Now, what's your take? Do you think Mila and Ashton will leave the US? And if they do, could the scandals be the reason behind it? Share your thoughts in the comments.